You know, it's interesting to hear Henry Garcia reveal that Ryan has a hand injury in that right hand that has been bothering a little bit, and told him, throw it when you have to.
That clip aired live on DAZN, round 9 of a world title fight. Ryan Garcia's own father, the man taping his hands, the man in his corner, told the broadcast team his son had injured his right hand, the hand he'd been throwing all night, the hand that sent a world champion to the canvas inside the first 30 seconds. And almost nobody in boxing caught it. Because by the time Henry Garcia said those words into that microphone, Ryan was already winning every round on every scorecard. The crowd was already celebrating. The belt was already coming. And the broken hand that could have ended the entire night before it started, buried. Completely buried under the noise of a coronation. Medical records don't always come in envelopes. Sometimes they come in post-fight press conferences, where a new world champion holds up a visibly swollen right hand in front of cameras and tells the room, it hurts. Really bad. That moment happened, and most people still have no idea. Ryan Garcia walked into T-Mobile Arena on February 21st to fight Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title, a legitimate champion who had defended that belt 3 times. Garcia had a failed drug test on his record, a WBC suspension, a flat loss to Rolando Romero 9 months earlier. Every analyst with a microphone had a reason to doubt him. He walked in there with a broken hand and won every single round, 120 to 107, 119 to 108, 118 to 109. A shutout, delivered with one working hand, and it started inside the first 30 seconds.
That is one of the biggest welterweights that I've seen.
Oh, nice right from Ryan to start things off. And that's what Ryan Garcia is going to need, that right hand.
Down it goes, just like that. What a shocker. We knew that Ryan Garcia had an outstanding left hook. He just put Mario Barrios on the deck with
a world champion on the canvas, dropped by the hand that was already compromised before the opening bell even rang. And Garcia didn't stop there. He spent the next 11 rounds making the same decision over and over. How hard can I push this before it's gone completely? The broadcast team could see the right hands landing. What they didn't know was the cost attached to every single one.
The fast hands of Garcia, because if he continues letting Garcia punch with that speed, he's going to be outnumbered now.
Time again, Sergio. These right hands are buckling Mario Barrios every single time.
Buckling Barrios every time with a broken hand. And then the 9th round arrived, and Henry Garcia told the world exactly what his son had been hiding. At the post-fight press conference, Ryan didn't dodge it. He didn't manufacture an excuse. He walked up to those cameras and showed the room what 12 rounds of that looked like.
Ryan, at what point in the fight were you ever impressed with yourself?
I was mad at myself in like the 6-7 days. I was like, bro, I should knock this dude out. But then I'm like, my hand is ringing. Like, you can see it so swollen up right now.
Swollen, on camera, in public. That is the medical record that just surfaced. Not a leak, not a source close to the camp. His own hand, his own words. And then he told you the exact thought that went through his mind when the finish was right there in front of him.
Swollen. It hurts really bad. And
all right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I don't know. I was happy, really happy. But also there was that ounce of like, come on, do it. Just take the pain. But then what if I really, really badly hurt and then I would have been done?
He made the smart call. Push for the knockout, destroy the hand completely, risk losing everything, or take the dominant decision and walk out as WBC welterweight champion of the world. He chose the belt, and nobody in that building even knew the alternative existed. Garcia landed 185 total punches that night, a career-high 82 jabs, 103 power punches, nearly 6 times what he managed against Romero when he was fully healthy and still lost. Injured, more dominant, more precise. That is not the same fighter the boxing world buried in 2025. And Henry Garcia had something to say about every single person who did the burying.
Just real quick, I want to go back to the haters because I gotta let this off my chest because I won't be able to sleep But Chris Algieri, you're a piece of shit. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You and your corny ass partner, okay? Not believing in my son. Sergio Mora, I ran into him and he said, no, your son made me a believer, so I'm not gonna go too hard on him. Okay? Robert Garcia, weird, man. Oh, my son can't go over 6 rounds? Sorry, dude. Okay? I know you're okay, but you don't know my son. So, you know what? Screw all you haters.
Called them out by name at a world title press conference because his son didn't just win, he won while carrying an injury nobody knew about until it was already over. Now here is where this becomes a problem for Conor Benn. 4 days ago, Benn beat a 37-year-old injured Regis Prograis over 10 rounds at 150 pounds and grabbed a microphone pointed straight at Garcia's belt. ESPN's Salvador Rodriguez reported it this week. Garcia versus Benn. Netflix, August 2026. The mandatory is real. The fight is coming. But Benn watched that Barrios performance and thought he saw Garcia operating at full capacity. He saw the championship rounds where Garcia pulled back and assumed it was a champion being comfortable, protecting a lead. He didn't know about the hand.
Discipline, unmatched. Work ethic, unmatched. You can't outwork me. I want that WBC World title next. I'd have been ready to go July, August. I want to be active. I'm ready to drop back down to 147 and get that world title. Get what belongs to me.
Monday morning, 10 kilometers for breakfast. Benn is ready. But he is preparing for a version of Ryan Garcia that never fully showed up that night in Las Vegas. When that hand is healed, when Garcia walks into that ring with both weapons loaded for the first time, Conor Benn is going to learn something the hard way. Garcia already told him exactly how it ends. Rounds 6 or 7. Corner stoppage. The full breakdown of that prediction, and the one detail from Benn's Prograis performance his team does not want Garcia's camp to see, that is the next video right here. Drop a comment. Does a fully healthy Garcia stop Benn inside 7, or does Benn's size at 147 make this closer than anyone thinks?